Seljalandsfoss is one of Iceland's most iconic waterfalls, located on the country's dramatic south coast, where fire and ice have shaped the land for thousands of years. This elegant waterfall drops from a height of about 60 meters, flowing gracefully over ancient coastal cliffs that once marked Iceland's original shoreline. The water of Seljalandsfoss comes from the Seljalandsfoss River, which is fed by meltwater from the Jökulsárlón Glacier. This glacier-capped volcano gained worldwide attention in 2010, reminding the world of Iceland's powerful geological forces. Even today, the waterfall carries the story of ice, fire, and time in every drop. Seljalandsfoss is located approximately 128 kilometers southeast of Reykjavik, Iceland's capital city. It is easily accessible via the famous Ring Road, making it one of the first major waterfalls visitors encounter when exploring southern Iceland. What makes Seljalandsfoss truly unique is the walking path behind the waterfall. Visitors can step into a hidden world, standing behind a curtain of falling water, surrounded by mist, echoing sounds, and breathtaking light. This rare experience has made Seljalandsfoss one of the most photographed natural landmarks in the country. Each year, over 1 million visitors from around the world come to witness its beauty. Despite its popularity, Seljalandsfoss never loses its magic, changing character with every season. The best time to visit is during late spring and summer, from May to September, when the path behind the waterfall is open and daylight stretches late into the night. In winter, the waterfall transforms into a frozen masterpiece, surrounded by snow and ice, though access behind it may be limited due to safety conditions. More than just a waterfall, Seljalandsfoss is a symbol of Iceland's harmony between nature and mythology. Local legends say such places are home to hidden folk and ancient spirits, guardians of the land. Standing before Seljalandsfoss, you are not just witnessing water falling from a cliff. You are experiencing Iceland's timeless story, written in glaciers, carved by wind, and flowing endlessly toward the sea. As the light changes throughout the day, Seljalandsfoss reveals new moods. Morning brings soft golden tones, while evening sunlight paints rainbows in the mist. During Iceland's long summer days, the waterfall glows under the midnight sun, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. The surrounding landscape is just as striking. Lush green fields stretch toward black volcanic cliffs, shaped by centuries of wind and water. Nearby trails lead to Glacier, a hidden waterfall tucked inside a narrow canyon, often missed by visitors rushing past. Seljalandsfoss reminds us how closely Iceland's nature and life are connected. Here, water, rock, and sky exist in perfect balance, raw, untouched, and alive. In every season, in every drop, Seljalandsfoss invites us to slow down, to listen to nature's rhythm, and to witness the quiet power of the earth itself. Skogafoss is one of the most powerful and breathtaking waterfalls in Iceland, located on the south coast of the country, where nature reveals its raw strength and beauty. With a dramatic drop of approximately 60 meters and a width of 25 meters, Skogafoss creates a constant roar that can be heard long before it comes into view. The waterfall is formed by the Skogul River, which originates from the glaciers Eyjafjallajökull and Mýrdalsjökull. These massive ice caps feed the river with glacial meltwater, giving Skogafoss its immense volume and year-round power. As the water crashes onto the flat land below, it sends mist high into the air, often creating double rainbows on sunny days. Skogafoss is located about 150 kilometers southeast of Reykjavik, Iceland's capital city, and sits directly beside the Ring Road, making it one of the most accessible waterfalls in the country. Because of this easy access and its dramatic appearance, Skogafoss attracts more than 1 million visitors each year from all around the world. One of the unique features of Skogafoss is the staircase of over 500 steps that leads to a viewing platform at the top. Skogafoss is not only powerful, it is deeply rooted in Icelandic legend. According to folklore, a Viking settler hid a treasure behind the waterfall, sealed within a cave. It is said that only the handle of the chest was ever found, and the treasure remains lost to this day. The waterfall drops nearly 60 meters straight down, creating constant mist. On sunny days, this mist often forms double rainbows, a rare and magical sight unique to Skogafoss. Unlike many waterfalls in Iceland, Skogafoss can be approached closely. Visitors can stand at its base and feel the raw force of glacial water crashing into the earth. Above the falls, the Skogul River continues inland toward glaciers and highlands, reminding us that this waterfall is just one moment in a much larger natural journey. Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach lies on Iceland's dramatic south coast, near the village of Jökulsárlón, about 180 kilometers southeast of Reykjavik. This coastline is not shaped by time alone, but by fire. The black sand beneath your feet was formed by ancient volcanic eruptions, where molten lava met the cold North Atlantic Ocean, shattered instantly, and slowly eroded into fine, dark grains. Every wave that crashes here carries the memory of Iceland's volcanic heart. Rising from the shoreline are the striking basalt column cliffs, perfectly shaped by cooling lava, standing like a natural cathedral carved by the earth itself. Offshore, the mysterious Reynisdraga sea stacks pierce the ocean surface. According to Icelandic legend, these were once trolls turned to stone by the rising sun. The waves at Reynisfjara are among the most powerful in Iceland. Known as sneaker waves, they can surge suddenly and unpredictably, reminding visitors that this beach is as dangerous as it is beautiful. Reynisfjara is backed by Mount Reynisfjall and lies close to the vast Jökulsárlón Glacier, which covers the active Katla volcano beneath its ice. This constant interaction between volcanoes, glaciers, and ocean defines Iceland's raw landscape. Today, Reynisfjara is one of the most visited natural sites in Iceland, drawing travelers, filmmakers, and photographers from around the world. It is not a place for swimming, but for witnessing nature in its most untamed form. At Reynisfjara, Iceland shows its darker side, powerful, ancient, and unforgettable. In the dark winter skies of Iceland, a silent miracle begins to unfold. The northern lights, also known as the aurora borealis, appear when charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's atmosphere, guided by the planet's magnetic field. Far from city lights, Iceland becomes one of the best places on Earth to witness this phenomenon. Green waves ripple across the sky, sometimes joined by shades of purple, pink, and white, moving like curtains of light. These glowing patterns dance above glaciers, volcanoes, and frozen plains, turning the night into a living canvas. No two auroras are ever the same, each display lasts only moments, yet leaves a lasting impression. For centuries, Icelandic folklore believed the lights were spirits, omens, or reflections from another world. Today, they remain a symbol of nature's mystery. Under the aurora, Iceland feels timeless, where science meets wonder, and the sky itself comes alive. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon lies at the edge of Vatnajökull, Iceland's largest ice cap. Massive icebergs break away from the glacier and drift slowly across the still, blue waters. Each piece of ice carries centuries of history, moving silently toward the open sea, a fleeting moment of beauty in a landscape shaped by time and change. Snæfellsjökull is a breathtaking outlet glacier in southeast Iceland, flowing quietly from the vast Vatnajökull ice cap, the largest glacier in Europe. Shaped by centuries of ice movement, this frozen river carves deep crevasses and dramatic blue ice formations as it descends toward the lowlands. Located within Vatnajökull National Park, about 320 kilometers from Reykjavik, the glacier has long inspired explorers, filmmakers, and scientists alike. Its surreal landscape has appeared in major films, drawn by its raw and otherworldly beauty. Yet beneath its silence lies a fragile reality. Snæfellsjökull is slowly retreating, reminding us of the visible impact of climate change. This glacier is not just ice, it is a living record of Earth's changing climate and timeless natural power. As the ice continues to melt, Snæfellsjökull stands as a silent warning, urging humanity to protect the fragile wonders of our planet before they fade forever. At Glacier Lagoon, time seems to slow. Towering icebergs, broken from a distant glacier, drift silently across the deep blue water. Each piece carries centuries of frozen history, sculpted by pressure, wind, and cold. As the ice melts, it whispers into the Atlantic Ocean, reminding us that this breathtaking beauty is also fragile, a living symbol of Iceland's ever-changing landscape. Here, ice and water move together, quiet, powerful, and endlessly changing, shaping Iceland's frozen soul. Reykjavik, the capital city of Iceland, is the world's northernmost capital of a sovereign nation, a place where nature and modern life exist in remarkable harmony. Resting on the edge of the North Atlantic Ocean, this vibrant city is home to more than two-thirds of Iceland's population, yet it never feels crowded or overwhelming. Founded in the year 874 by Norse settler Ingólfur Arnarsson, Reykjavik began as a small coastal settlement. Its name means Smoky Bay, inspired by the steam rising from nearby geothermal hot springs, a natural energy source that still powers much of the city today. For travelers, Reykjavik is both a cultural gateway and a starting point for Icelandic adventure. Colorful houses line the streets, while landmarks like Hallgrímskirkja Church and the Harper Concert Hall reflect the city's blend of tradition and innovation. Museums, art galleries, and cafes tell stories of Viking heritage, folklore, and a deep connection to the sea. Despite its urban charm, nature is never far away. Mountains frame the skyline, whales swim just offshore, and during winter, the northern lights often dance above the city. In summer, the midnight sun bathes Reykjavik in golden light, creating endless days for exploration. More than a capital, Reykjavik is the heart of Iceland, a city shaped by fire, ice, and resilience, welcoming the world with quiet beauty and unforgettable character. Today, Reykjavik stands as one of the cleanest, safest, and most sustainable capitals in the world. Geothermal energy heats homes, sidewalks, and swimming pools, allowing the city to thrive in harmony with its volcanic landscape. Public outdoor pools are a central part of local life, where residents gather year-round, even during freezing winters. The city's harbor tells another story, once a lifeline for fishing communities, now a departure point for whale-watching tours and Arctic expeditions. Reykjavik's food culture reflects its surroundings, offering fresh seafood, traditional Icelandic dishes, and a growing modern culinary scene. Reykjavik is also a city of creativity. Music, literature, and design shape its identity, producing world-renowned artists and festivals despite its small population. As night falls, the city transforms, with a lively yet intimate nightlife known for its warmth and character. Whether serving as a base for exploring Iceland's dramatic landscapes or as a destination in its own right, Reykjavik invites visitors to slow down, connect with nature, and experience life at the edge of the Arctic, where every season tells a different story. Nestled at the head of the Eyjafjörður fjord, Akureyri is often called the capital of North Iceland. Surrounded by snow-capped mountains and calm Arctic waters, this charming town blends natural beauty with vibrant culture. Despite being just below the Arctic Circle, Akureyri enjoys a surprisingly mild climate, thanks to the warm ocean currents flowing through the fjord. This allows life, color, and creativity to thrive even in the far north. The town's heart beats around its picturesque harbor, where fishing boats, cruise ships, and seabirds share the calm waters. From here, the city rises gently up the hillside, offering stunning views from almost every street. One of Akureyri's most iconic landmarks is the Akureyri Church, standing proudly above the town. Its bold design mirrors Iceland's dramatic landscapes and serves as a symbol of resilience and community. Akureyri is also known for its rich cultural life. Art galleries, museums, and cafes fill the town with warmth and creativity year-round. In summer, the world's northernmost botanical garden blooms with plants from across the globe, thriving under the midnight sun. During winter, Akureyri transforms into a snowy wonderland. Nearby ski slopes attract visitors from around the world, while long polar nights offer a chance to witness the magical northern lights dancing across the sky. Whether bathed in golden summer light or wrapped in winter snow, Akureyri feels peaceful, welcoming, and alive. It is not just a town, but a gateway to the wild beauty and quiet strength of northern Iceland. On the northern edge of Iceland, along the wide Skjálfandi Bay, lies Húsavík, one of the country's oldest and most historically rich settlements. According to the Icelandic sagas, Húsavík is believed to be the first place where Norse settlers built a permanent home more than 1,000 years ago. Geographically, the town faces the open Arctic waters, protected by mountains and shaped by volcanic forces beneath the land and powerful ocean currents beyond the shore. This unique location creates one of the richest marine ecosystems in the North Atlantic, making Húsavík the whale-watching capital of Iceland. Humpback whales, minke whales, dolphins, and seabirds thrive in these cold, nutrient-rich waters. Tourism today is the heartbeat of Húsavík's economy. Whale-watching tours, geothermal sea baths, museums, and the iconic wooden Húsavík Church attract visitors from across the world. Yet fishing remains deeply rooted in local life, supporting families and traditions passed down through generations. Culturally, Húsavík reflects the resilience of northern Iceland. Its colorful houses, quiet streets, and close-knit community speak of survival, cooperation, and respect for nature. Surrounded by volcanic landscapes, geothermal energy, and vast open seas, Húsavík stands as a meeting point of land and ocean, history and modern life. This is Húsavík, a place where Iceland's past lives on, and nature continues to guide the future. Beyond its harbor, Húsavík opens into a landscape shaped by fire and ice. Lava fields, geothermal vents, and distant glaciers remind visitors that Iceland is still a land in motion. Life here follows the rhythm of the seasons, endless daylight in summer, and long, quiet nights in winter, when the northern lights often dance above the bay. In this remote corner of the island, people live closely with nature, respecting its power while drawing strength from its beauty. Húsavík is more than a destination. It is an experience of Iceland in its purest form. In the silence of the north, Húsavík leaves a lasting impression, a place where sea, sky, and history come together, reminding us how small we are, and how powerful nature can be. From ancient settlers to modern explorers, Húsavík stands quietly at the edge of the Arctic, a timeless meeting place of people, ocean, and land. Gentle flow of the Ölfusá River, the town of Selfoss welcomes you with quiet charm and everyday Icelandic life. Just an hour from Reykjavik, this riverside town feels unhurried, where colorful houses, open skies, and mountain air set the rhythm of the day. Selfoss is more than a stopover, it's a gateway. From here, the Golden Circle unfolds, waterfalls thunder, geysers breathe, and ancient landscapes reveal their stories. Yet within the town, life moves softly, local cafes, walking paths by the river, and bridges that connect past and present. As the sun stretches across the sky, Selfoss glows with simplicity and warmth, modern, peaceful, and deeply connected to nature. In this small town, Iceland doesn't shout. It speaks, slowly, calmly, and beautifully. In Selfoss, daily life unfolds gently. Morning begins with quiet streets, fresh bread from local bakeries, and the steady sound of the river passing by. People greet each other without hurry, carrying on traditions shaped by land and weather. The Jökulsárlón River is the town's lifeline, calm on the surface, powerful beneath, mirroring Iceland itself. Along its banks, stories are shared, footsteps slow, and time feels less demanding. Season by season, Selfoss changes color. Summer brings long golden evenings, while winter wraps the town in stillness and soft light. Yet through every shift, the spirit remains the same, simple, resilient, and welcoming. Selfoss doesn't seek attention, it offers something rarer, space to breathe, to reflect, and to quietly belong. Selfoss is where the journey slows and the mind finds rest. Here, nature and modern life move in quiet balance, like the river itself. If you wish to understand Iceland, listen to Selfoss. Because some places are not just seen, they are felt. In the quiet flow of Selfoss, you don't just pass through, you pause. And in that pause, Iceland reveals its calmest voice. Vicky Myrdal sits quietly on Iceland's southern edge, where black sand beaches meet towering cliffs shaped by fire and ice. Backed by glaciers and open to the Atlantic, this small coastal village has long been shaped by nature's power. Once a vital stop for fishermen and travelers, Vik today welcomes visitors drawn to Reynisfjörð's basalt columns, sea stacks, and dramatic storms. During the green season, moss-covered hills come alive, reflecting a culture rooted in resilience, simplicity, and deep respect for the land. This delicate moss grows slowly, protecting the land and revealing Iceland's fragile natural balance. As winter arrives, snow blankets the landscape in quiet stillness. Mountains soften under white layers, rivers slow beneath ice, and daylight fades into long blue hours. Hidden within Ingvalir National Park, this gentle waterfall flows through ancient lava and moss-covered rock, echoing the quiet power of Iceland's natural forces, where water, earth, and time move as one. Ingvalir National Park stands at the heart of Iceland's golden circle, where nature and history converge. Here, the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates slowly drift apart, shaping dramatic rifts and valleys. This sacred landscape is also the birthplace of Iceland's democracy, where the world's oldest parliament was established over 1,000 years ago. Ingvalir is not just a destination, it is where Iceland's story begins. A timeless landscape where continents slowly drift apart, and Iceland's past still echoes through the land. Jökulsárlón Valley is one of Iceland's most powerful geothermal landscapes, where the Earth's energy rises to the surface without warning. This valley is home to the famous Glacier, the very place that gave all geysers their name. Though Glacier now erupts rarely, its restless presence still shapes the land. Nearby, Strokka continues the legacy, erupting every few minutes and sending boiling water high into the sky. Steam drifts across the valley, carrying the scent of minerals and heat from deep beneath the ground. Bubbling mud pools, hissing vents, and colorful mineral stains reveal a world constantly in motion. Set along the Golden Circle route, Jökulsárlón is a reminder that Iceland is alive, a land where fire, water, and time meet in dramatic harmony. It speaks through steam and thunder. This geothermal field is home to Strokka, Iceland's most active geyser, erupting every few minutes in a powerful burst of boiling water. Surrounded by steaming vents and mineral-rich earth, Jökulsárlón reveals the raw energy beneath Iceland's surface. Gullfoss, meaning Golden Falls, is one of Iceland's most powerful and iconic waterfalls, located on the Hetar River in southwest Iceland. Fed by meltwater from the Lagoon Glacier, the river plunges in two dramatic stages, first a gentle cascade, then a thundering drop into a rugged canyon carved by ancient volcanic forces. During sunny days, mist rising from the falls often creates shimmering rainbows, giving Gullfoss its legendary golden glow. In winter, the waterfall partially freezes, transforming the landscape into a frozen sculpture of ice and roaring water. Historically, Gullfoss is a symbol of Icelandic environmental protection. In the early 20th century, local woman Sigríður Marsdóttir fought tirelessly to prevent the waterfall from being exploited for hydroelectric power, helping preserve it for future generations. Today, Gullfoss is a key highlight of the Golden Circle tourist route, attracting visitors year-round with its raw beauty, powerful energy, and unforgettable natural drama. As a key stop on Iceland's Golden Circle, Gullfoss is easily accessible year-round, offering well-marked viewpoints that allow visitors to safely experience the immense power and beauty of the falls up close. The thunderous roar, icy mist, and vast open landscape make Gullfoss a truly unforgettable symbol of Iceland's raw and untamed natur. Hidden deep within the dramatic landscapes of East Iceland lies Hengifoss, one of the country's most striking and meaningful waterfalls. Towering at approximately 128 meters, Hengifoss is the third highest waterfall in Iceland, but its true power lies not only in its height, but in the story written into the cliffs that surround it. Hengifoss is located in the Eyjafjallajökull Valley, near Lake Laugardalsfjall, an area shaped by ancient volcanic forces and glacial movement. Reaching the waterfall requires a scenic hike through rugged terrain, where every step feels like a journey back in time. As you walk closer, the sound of rushing water grows louder, echoing through the valley. What makes Hengifoss truly unique is the rock face behind it. Layers of dark basalt and thin red bands of clay stretch across the cliff, creating a natural timeline of Iceland's volcanic past. These red layers are rich in iron, formed millions of years ago during periods of volcanic activity. Few places in Iceland display Earth's geological history as clearly and beautifully as Hengifoss. The water that feeds Hengifoss originates from the highlands above, flowing steadily year-round. In summer, the surrounding greenery softens the landscape, while in winter, ice and snow transform the waterfall into a frozen sculpture of raw nature. Each season reveals a different character of Hengifoss, making it a timeless destination. Along the hiking route, visitors also pass Litlanesfoss, another impressive waterfall framed by towering basalt columns. Together, these waterfalls create a powerful reminder of how fire and ice have shaped Iceland's land over countless centuries. Standing before Hengifoss, one feels small yet deeply connected to nature. The waterfall does not rush to impress, it stands quietly, confidently, telling a story written in stone and water. Hengifoss is not just a destination, it is an experience of Iceland's ancient soul, flowing endlessly through time. The air feels cooler and cleaner, carrying the quiet power of the highlands. Time seems to slow here, allowing visitors to pause and simply listen to the water, the wind, and the silence of East Iceland. Moments like these remind us that nature does not need to be loud to be powerful. Hengifoss stands as a symbol of patience and endurance, shaping the land one drop at a time, long after we have moved on. Hengifoss is more than a waterfall, it is a living chapter of Iceland's history, where water, stone, and time flow together in perfect harmony. In the northeast of Iceland, where volcanic highlands meet fertile valleys, Goðafoss pours its glacial waters into the Jökulsárlón River. Fed by meltwater from the Boreal region, this wide, horseshoe-shaped waterfall stretches nearly 30 meters across, cascading from ancient basalt cliffs carved by fire and ice over thousands of years. Goðafoss holds a powerful place in Icelandic history. In the year 1000 AD, Iceland stood at a crossroads between Norse paganism and Christianity. According to legend, Orgir Ijosvetningagoi, the law-speaker of the Althing, cast the statues of the old gods into these falls after declaring Christianity the official religion of Iceland. From that moment, the waterfall became known as Goðafoss, the waterfall of the gods. Today, Goðafoss is one of Iceland's most iconic natural landmarks. Easily accessible from the ring road, it draws visitors year-round with its raw beauty. In summer, green meadows and midnight light frame the rushing water, while in winter, ice and snow transform the falls into a frozen sculpture of blue and white. Whether viewed from its eastern or western banks, Goðafoss offers a moment of reflection, where nature, history, and belief converge in the eternal flow of water. Jökulsárlón is one of Iceland's most photographed waterfalls, located on the northern shore of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula in West Iceland. Flowing from nearby mountains into the sea, this graceful cascade sits directly beside the iconic Mount Jökulsárlón, creating a scene that feels almost unreal. Geographically, Jökulsárlón lies close to the town of Grundarfjörður, where glacial meltwater travels through lava fields shaped by ancient volcanic activity. The surrounding landscape reflects Iceland's dynamic geology, formed by eruptions, tectonic movements, and ice over thousands of years. Geologically, the area is dominated by basalt rock and layered lava formations. Jökulsárlón itself was sculpted by glaciers during the last ice age, giving it its distinct, arrow-shaped peak. The waterfall's step structure reveals how water has slowly carved its way through hardened volcanic rock. Culturally, Jökulsárlón holds a special place in Icelandic identity. It has long inspired local folklore, photography, and storytelling. In recent years, global audiences recognized the site through popular media, further enhancing its cultural symbolism as a natural landmark of Iceland. Touristically, Jökulsárlón attracts visitors year-round. In summer, lush greenery and flowing streams dominate the view, while in winter, frozen cascades and dancing northern lights transform the scene into a dreamlike spectacle. Easily accessible and visually stunning, it remains a favorite stop for photographers and travelers alike. Jökulsárlón is not just a waterfall, it is a perfect harmony of geology, culture, and nature, capturing the timeless beauty of Iceland. Nestled within Iceland's volcanic landscape, the Blue Lagoon and Sky Lagoon offer world-class geothermal spa experiences. Heated naturally by the earth, mineral-rich waters stay warm year-round, even in winter snow. The Blue Lagoon is famous for its milky blue silica waters, known for soothing skin and calming the senses. The Lagoon blends modern design with tradition, featuring an infinity edge overlooking the North Atlantic and a 7-step Icelandic bathing ritual. Surrounded by lava fields, steam, and silence, these lagoons are more than spas, they are a journey into Iceland's geothermal soul. Fagradalsfjall is one of Iceland's most fascinating volcanic landscapes, brought to global attention by its dramatic eruptions in recent years. After nearly 800 years of dormancy, this volcano reawakened, reminding the world that Iceland is truly a land shaped by fire and earth. Geologically, Fagradalsfjall sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates slowly pull apart. This movement allows magma to rise from deep within the earth, creating lava flows that reshape the land and offer scientists a rare opportunity to study volcanic activity up close. Located on the Reykjanes Peninsula, just about 40 kilometers from Reykjavik, Fagradalsfjall is one of the most accessible eruption sites in Iceland. Today, it has become a major tourist attraction. Visitors hike across young lava fields to safely witness flowing lava, steaming ground, and raw geological power, making Fagradalsfjall a symbol of Iceland's living geology and adventurous spirit. Fagradalsfjall's eruption has transformed the Reykjanes Peninsula into a living laboratory of nature. Fresh lava continues to harden into new land, creating patterns of black rock and glowing red flows. Steam rises from the ground as the earth slowly cools after releasing its inner heat. For travelers, this site offers a rare chance to walk beside some of the youngest land on the planet. Clearly marked trails and guided routes allow visitors to experience the volcano safely, while learning about Iceland's constant geological evolution. Fagradalsfjall reminds us that in Iceland, the landscape is never finished, it is still being created.